competitive gaming. Everyone loves it and everyone's doing it, even your dad. But sometimes competitive gaming can elicit feelings of minor dissatisfaction, commonly referred to as nerd rage.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Look what I did.
Luckily for us and our monitors, cooperative games allow players to interact with one another in innovative and oftentimes hilarious ways. These games incentivize players to work together without resorting to an elo system or even the use of summoner icons. The fact is that no developer, no matter how intuitive or talented, will know you as well as your friends do, so playing with them is a surefire way to make the experience that much better. And while many games advertise themselves as co-op, very few end up being anything more than a simultaneous single-player experience. So without further ado, I present you with the top 5 co-op games on Steam. Heralded as 2D Minecraft, Terraria is a Minecraft clone, in the same way that every FPS ever is a Doom clone. I guess what I'm saying is that Doom and Minecraft just happen to be the first of their kind. And once you get over the fact that Terraria and Minecraft both share similar building blocks, get it? You'll see that the world of Terraria is a mysteriously massive one, sprawling with intrigue and begging for cooperative exploration. Not unlike your mom. Terraria features mining, crafting, building, a day and night cycle, and monsters that will try and eat your brains. But unlike Minecraft at the time, Terraria also boasts large-scale boss battles, spells, upgradable health and mana bars, sky biomes, world events, and a wide array of unique equipment, including grappling hooks. All of this adds up to a distinctly tangible sense of progression throughout the game, and while it is completely possible to play through the entirety of Terraria by yourself, building houses, forging weapons, slaying giant worms, and digging a pit to hell just isn't the same without a friendly pair of helping hands. Back in 2009, a side-scrolling action game called Trine released on PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, and Steam. In Trine, players could choose between a knight, who excelled at melee combat, a wizard who could make boxes, and a thief.
An entrepreneur.
Sorry, an entrepreneur who was a master of mobility. If the characters don't sound that extraordinary on their own, it's because they're not. Players used a magical artifact called the Trine to dynamically switch between control of these 3 heroes. With the Trine in hand, the game was good. But when multiplayer was introduced to the sequel, players discovered that without the Trine, the game was great. The ability to control only one hero necessitated that players work in tandem. Elaborate puzzles and epic boss fights put team coordination to the test. The game also boasted tremendous replay value with hidden collectibles and a talent progression system that encouraged exploration and allowed players to further specialize into their desired role.
They're called coconuts. So there's some huge hairy nuts.
Since release, the game has maintained an active community and has even received an expansion, proving once and for all that it's never too late to start trolling your friends. Have you had enough of vibrant, cartoony fantasy games on this list? Well, too bad, because number 3 is Dungeon Defenders. Dungeon Defenders is a class-based tower defense game that heavily promotes, but doesn't flat-out require, cooperative play. But like I said, the promotion is pretty heavy, especially if you're a ranger, berserker, or one of the other classes that can't build towers. The idea here is to have some players who are comfortable with strategy and building a maze, while still including players who would prefer simpler tasks, like clicking. But whether you're in the mood for a hack and slash or a wave-based tower defense, Dungeon Defenders is sure to please. Jam-packed with loot, boss battles, achievements, social zones, and as much cooperative tower defense as I care to stomach, Dungeon Defenders is one security system you'll be glad to have invested in. We have a lot to thank GLaDOS for. First of all, she's definitely the most memorable and interesting supercomputer in all of gaming. And secondly, she created the Cooperative Testing Initiative, which has firmly asserted Portal 2 into the number 2 spot. Giggity. Mechanically, Portal 2 is the quintessential cooperative gaming experience. Communication and coordination are rewarded, while individual skill isn't really relevant. Each puzzle is designed with 2 people in mind and simply cannot be completed if both parties aren't on the same page, which is where the in-game emote system comes into play. You can highlight key parts of the puzzle or even begin a 3-second countdown when levers need to be pulled simultaneously. And while one of you may be solely responsible for hatching a plan to solve the puzzle, both of you will be 100% necessary in that plan's execution. Many obstacles will be put between you and your partner in science, but no matter how many walls, air tubes, or vats of toxic sludge separate you, you will always feel connected at the hip.
Good job.
If you are a Steam-savvy gamer, you knew before you clicked on this video which awesome adventure would be snagging the first place position. So it should come as no surprise that Left 4 Dead 2 is the best co-op game on Steam. Why not the original? Well, it's difficult to make a case for it when the entirety of the first game is included in the sequel. But that's missing the point, because despite a host of new goodies including guns, melee weapons, missions, and special infected, both Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 are basically the same game. The same adrenaline-pumping, mouse-mashing, friendship-testing game. 4 players must get from point A to point B while fighting off hordes of undead, which wouldn't be that difficult if it weren't for scarce supplies, friendly fire, and the special infected. The special infected are what makes Left 4 Dead such a damn magical experience. Whether a friendly is being dragged away by a smoker or vomited on by a bile-spouting boomer, his teammates must react appropriately to ensure his safety and the safety of the team. To survive the latter difficulties, a team must coordinate as if they were playing a 4-man game of Portal 2 while individually toting the FPS skill of a Counter-Strike veteran.
Boom! Headshot!
Left 4 Dead 2 is the ultimate co-op experience on Steam. And if you're feeling competitive after all that cooperation, I guess there is a versus mode. This has been James with FPS General. Be sure to like and subscribe for more top 5s, and to see the top 20 co-op games that didn't make this list, check the first link in the description. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the game.